Your Auntie's Here vlog. On today's episode, I will be reviewing season 2 of The Real Housewives of Lagos from episode 1 to episode 3. Yeah, but before I delve into that, I would like to welcome all my subscribers. Thank you for helping me grow my channel. And if you've been viewing this channel without subscribing, please do well to subscribe. I bet you won't regret it. Let us learn and have fun together. Now let me go straight into it. I won't be giving you scene to scene review of The Real Housewives of Lagos. I'll just go to the highlights. Yeah, highlights of episode 1, highlights of episode 2 and 3. Now, episode 1 opened with Mariam and Tony trying to sort out their difference. Yeah, Tony was kind of telling her that a friend to my enemy is as good as an enemy. I can't trust her. You know, that kind of a thing. They were trying to, sort out their differences. And Miriam was of the opinion that she cannot use because Tony and somebody is not talking and, refuse to talk to the person. They said a lot of things. Yeah, they discussed a whole lot of things. Showed us Laura. Laura was kind of quiet and peaceful in most of the scenes that we saw her in. She's just a happy girl, giving the happy vibe. Most of the scenes they showed us about Tony was all about her business. From the board meeting with heads of most of all of her businesses, to other, trying to showcase her business. And like she said, she's here to promote her business. And if you cast your mind back, Tony has always been the type that will use amidst all the drama, she will still use sizable opportunity to showcase what she does for a living. Then the show climaxed with the meeting of the new guests, the new cast. They all came for Mariam's event. I'm not sure of whose event again. I can't remember because it's the one has been very long. So they came for that event. That was the event that will introduce the two new guests. And the two new guests were looking wow, especially Faith Murray. Faith Murray is giving me this classy vibe. That Faith is giving me that no nonsense vibe, like I'm the boss lady vibe. But I must add, even amidst all this boss lady, fashionista, and all of that, you can still tell there's this calmness around her. Yeah, there's this calmness you cannot deny. I don't know, maybe because she's meeting the ladies for the first time, joining the cast newly. Maybe she's trying to, study the environment, before she can show us herself, yeah. So she arrived the event looking all gorgeous with her beautiful dress. Yes, she dressed so very well with her long train that some women, especially Iyabo, started feeling intimidated. Yeah, I want to call it intimidated. Yeah, and they felt she was overdressed. But to me, I don't see anything being overdressed there, because if you don't give us the fashion, that's one of the things Real Housewives of Lagos, even the Real Housewives franchise represent. That's that fashionista, that's giving the vibe and all of that. That's what the lady was trying to represent, and there was nothing wrong with that. But Tony, Iyabo was on her case, trying to say all of that she's doing too much, her dressing is not fitting the occasion. I must add that somebody like Chioma also dressed very well. Dressed, if they are calling that overdressed, then they should have called Chioma overdressed. But I felt Iyabo in particular was intimidated by this new lady, this new girl that want to come and take another spot. Then her chair will be moving backward. If this girl comes to the forward, it means she's, when you talk about the happening chicks in the Real Housewives of Lagos, that's when she would take a back seat. So she had to kind of say something maybe to dim the poor girl's light. But surprisingly, she was calm, she was gentle, she wasn't even replying. And it's like that wasn't enough for Iyabo, that she had to step on the lady's clothes, claiming she's, trying to pass her, stepping on the train. Maybe I just don't really know what Iyabo was trying to achieve by stepping on the poor girl's train. Yes, I don't know. And to think that Iyabo is the oldest in this Real Housewives of Lagos, I expect her to give more, to give more maturity. Yes, give us drama. In fact, if you want to give us drama, don't give us petty drama. Give us mature drama, not pinching little girls here and there. This is tasteless. Is in fact, with her. She also went ahead to attack somebody like Tanya. Like Tanya reminds her of somebody she hates. Like Tanya reminds her of Caroline. Yes. Why would you say that? I mean, you can say it, but the ambience, the non-verbal cue is like, she's already giving out that vibe, like, because I don't like Caroline and you look like Caroline, or you remind me of Caroline, there's that tendency that we are not going to be friends either. Now, I must say that these things happen to every one of us. Anybody you see that resembles or reminds you of somebody you don't have good experience with, you naturally tend not to like the person. It's almost human. But the adult in you, the maturity in you should tell you that whether this person reminds you of this bad girl or this bad experience or this bad person you hate, that is not the person. You need to treat that person individually. You need to find out who that particular new person you're meeting is. You don't judge with what she looks like, or because what she looks like might not be what it is. Yeah, that's just it. Then episode 2 opened up with Iyabo Joe. Yeah, the scene of Iyabo Joe at her boyfriend's. Let me not say boyfriend. When I say boyfriend, it makes you look like you're small. Let me just say, call her the partner. Yeah, in the partner's house. Polo. If you don't know who Polo is a show promoter. I think these Real Housewives will bring her. I believe these Real Housewives of Lagos is going to make Polo more popular. Even though he's doing great things behind the scene, we don't know who he is, but this their relationship, especially showing in the Real Housewives of Lagos, is going to make him quite popular. Yes, so he's expanding. Yeah, he's expanding his horizons. Now they showed us the scene where they were trying to, showing us all the loved up scene, the cooking, the eating, and that's the part I love though, and that's the part I longed for in season 1. If you call it Real Housewives of whatever, we should see your real life. We should see what it is, because those franchise Real Housewives of Atlanta, whatever it is, Real Housewives abroad, they show us their private life, and here in Nigeria they were all doing. But now I think they are beginning to feel cool, feel relaxed with the whole show and everything, and they are ready to show us their personal life, at least a little bit. So from there, they showed us where Mariam and Tony were having conversation, and Mariam was telling Tony what happened at the event here in episode 1, and what the cast looked like, the two new casts looked like, and all of that. And Tony was like, when they told her about the train, whatever, Tony was like, I love train. They also showed us where Chioma went to visit Tanya. Yeah, it's like Chioma and Tanya are friends. I don't know whether they know themselves before the show, but it looks like maybe they know themselves, maybe not deep, but the show is going to make them know themselves deeper. Yeah, there's a part, another important highlight I omitted in episode 1, apart from Iyabo accusing Tanya that She reminds her of Caroline, yeah, somebody she hates, according to her. They also questioned her, yeah, they quizzed her about the whiskey thing, you know. If you don't know, I think Tanya had a thing with whiskey. And when they were quizzing her about that, I felt the lady was a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit wishing we talk about something else. I have evolved. I don't need to add whiskey to become who I am now. And that's what it is. So back to what I was telling you. Chioma visited Tanya. Yeah, she said she feels she and Tanya can make good friends. Yeah. So she visited her in Tanya's home. So Tanya used the opportunity to ask her. Tanya used the opportunity to also ask her the beef between her and Tony. And Choma was like, so you don't know? She wanted to beat me up in the reunion in episode 1. She wanted to beat me up, so she cannot associate with somebody like that. At this point, I must say, I totally understand Chioma. You know, because if we cast our mind back concerning that supposed fight, what they were discussing has not even reached the extent of getting up to get physical. You get and besides, why should you get physical? No, it's a no. I think nobody is really calling out Tony for such bad behavior. It is wrong. And if I am Chioma, I will behave. I'm telling you the truth, I'll behave the same way. I won't want to associate with you, because one day if they leave me and you in a room, you are going to beat me up. That's what it means. So after, okay, they showed us another scene where I think another highlight is where Faith Murray, yeah, invited Iyabojo for them to kind of chit chat, get to know each other, because the ambience Iyabojo is giving to this girl, it's not encouraging. And I really praise her for trying to have that conversation, that closeness with Iyabo. But Iyabo was still Iyabo. Iyabo was still Iyabo. No, now. Because now, the lady arrived with her bodyguard. And Iyabo was like, what do you need bodyguard for? You are not a celebrity. I like trying. What I get from that, the vibe is that I am the celebrity. I should be the one with the bodyguard, not you. You are not a celebrity. At least you are not a celebrity yet. So what are you doing with bodyguard? Iyabojo, please get exposed. Anybody who wants to get bodyguard for one reason or the other can get a bodyguard. And that you're a celebrity does not even mean that you are richer than the ordinary person we don't know. Yes, I don't know. Yeah, but you need to get this into your thick skull. You're a celebrity does not mean that you are richer than the next person. No. So the girl tried to tell her that she is wearing money. Her personal effects is money. So she feels she needs to get a bodyguard to work with her to protect her. Yes, we know what it's like in this part of the world. So don't blame, even if she's having bodyguard for a fizzy. Iyabo, you don't need to be intimidated. Just let her do her. It's just her. Let her do her. If it's what she needs, the brand she's trying to project to sell to us, maybe it's part of her branding. Let her be. Do your own branding. Since you prefer your branding to be crazy kind of branding, fine and good. This is the type of brand she wants. To me, that's the way I understand it. She also talked, they also talked and all of that, but it seems like they are getting along. But I bet you, these girls, I bet you with the type of Iyabojo's personality, I don't think she can get along with Faith. Yeah, I feel Faith will be tolerating her the much she can, but I don't think they can get along because of that personality difference. Yeah, the personality difference is too much. The background difference is quite much. But what I expect of them is to see how they are going to relate, knowing their differences, and work through it and manage themselves. I'm not saying be close friends, but you can keep it cordial. Another highlight in this episode too was where Iyabojo was trying to mediate peace between Chioma. Yeah, Chioma and Tony. She was discussing with Chioma, trying to encouraged Chioma to settle with Tony. And I think she also invited Tony to her, her man's house to also persuade Tony to settle with Chioma. But if Tony and Chioma keeps clashing, if Tony and Chioma keep clashing, Iyabo will be forced to take sides. And I see Iyabo taking sides with Tony and betraying Chioma. Maybe because she knows Tony for a very long time. Yeah, they're not just meeting in the show. They have been friends. But Chioma is a friend she made on the show. Anyway, let's keep our fingers crossed. Yes, the number one high point of this episode is Chioma's yard sale. Of course, just mere looking at Chioma, you know she will have a lot in her closet. So she decided to declutter for charity. Yeah, so she organized the event. Her family members were there. Her mother, her father, the housewives, and other people. So they were kind of fundraising, everybody were picking something, buying. They were calling millions. The list they were calling is hundreds of thousands. And they were selling the clothes. They were really selling it. And that's to show you that people that still have money are still here in Nigeria. Yeah, they are not flying abroad that much. They are still here somehow, and they were able to raise a whole lot of money. I think Chioma's father was the highest bidder so far in one of the clothes. He bidded 5 million. Yeah, 5 million for one cloth, but we know the idea behind it. These clothes are designers. In fact, coming from Chioma alone, you should know Chioma has good taste for clothes, good taste for designers. Yeah, so, and that's just not enough. The brain behind the sales is for charity. I think that's number one thing that was motivating people to, buy, price and buy a lot of those items. Yes, at that scene, that was when Toyin apologized to Chioma for trying to attack her, that thing that have been causing the beef and all of that. So Chioma accepted, and it was like all peace. But in their confessionals, they were saying another thing. Toyin was saying, I don't know whether Chioma really accepts the apology, because she was just like, her facial expression was stable, was still, just one facial expression all through. So she cannot really tell how the acceptance will really turn out. Then also, that was the scene they introduced Dr. Ramil. Is it Ramil or Romeo? I think it's Romel. Dr. Romel. Dr. Romel is a male housewife. I don't know. What I cannot tell you here is, I don't know whether he is part of the housewives or he's just there to add spice to the show. And if you don't know, Dr. Ramel is Faith's friend, very good friend. And I think it's Faith that invited him to that occasion. And, they try to meet each other. They introduce themselves, and the guy looks like he's coming to give us drama, and I hope it's not a troublesome drama he's going to give us. That apart, let's move on to episode 3. Episode 3 opened up with Faith and her bestie, that is Dr. Ramel. Yes, they were practicing a particular dance step. They were going to dance and present to the girls, because Faith was to have, is it a Botox party? Yeah, I think, something like that. So they were all dancing. After the dancing, they were talking. So they talked about, Dr. Rommel was telling Faith what he thinks of the other girls, meeting the other girls for the first time, what he thinks. Then he said he feels he can vibe with all of them except for Tanya, that he cannot tell the way Tanya is responding to him. He has been trying to warm up to Tanya, but Tanya is kind of a little bit cold. In fact, that he was trying to tell Tanya, ask Tanya of the name. Tanya was like, Tanya, it's like he called the name, he didn't hear. He was like, is it Tanya? Then he said Tanya. But let's watch. I don't think so. Tanya, to me, so far, she's a calm person. She's a kind. Maybe towards the ending, they might bring drama. I'm not expecting so much drama from the new cast because they are trying to study the girls before they will bring their drama. So they also showed us a lot in that episode. They also showed us the part that Yabo and the daughter were talking about the partner, Polo, and all of that. You know, they try to bring up a lot of this family. This and another interesting part I liked also that I watched. Another interesting part I liked in episode 3 was that the parts that is it episode 3 now or episode 2? Chioma was talking to her boyfriend, though she didn't show us the boyfriend, but it gave us hope that sometime, yes, maybe sometime in the show we'll get to see the person, yes, one on one, and know what he looks like. But she was talking with the guy on the phone, and she was trying to show love on the phone and all of that. I really want to know who is that lucky guy, because Chioma is a nice girl. Oh, maybe I don't know her that much, but to me, I feel she's a nice girl. So I can't wait to see that lucky man. Yes, that lucky guy that stole her, snatched her. Yeah, the Botox party, the girls arrived looking all sweet, looking all nice, that you'll be struggling to choose who is your best dress. But you know, Choma can never disappoint. So, the host, Faith, kept them waiting for hours. I think they say she delayed them for 2 hours. I must say that Chioma said in this season that she's not going to be the latecomer. She's leaving it out for the other girls, and she's keeping her words. Yes, she's living up to that her words. So now Faith, the organizer, the chairperson of the event, came late, and she arrived with her mother. In the confessionals, Iyabojo was like she was ready to give her woto to only for her to come with the mother. So the mother kind of saved her life. So that's just the boy. It's actually a bad attitude to keep somebody waiting. Yes, they will always say African time, Nigerian time, this time. But if you are the one in need of something, you find out that you even sleep over, as in standing there, waiting there, just to get what you want. But if they're inviting you for an occasion you feel less concerned, or something you are not so much interested in, you just begin to practice that so-called African time. No, it's a no-no. And keeping your guests waiting is a bad attitude, I must add. Then they were able to chit-chat, get to know each other more. Then they now proceeded inside. At the point Tony was saying that the event was boring, they proceeded inside, and the lady briefed them of what this Botox, facelift, basically this cosmetics, whatever cosmetic surgery is all about, the pros and cons. So she was educating them. After that, Dr. Romeo showed up with the dance that entertained them, the dance that lightened up the room. Yes, and the girls were having fun. They were having fun not because Dr. Romeo can dance, but he was just trying to, act as comic relief for them. Then after that, he now came with his workers, or I don't know. Yes, I will call them the workers. So he walked in with his staff, asking the girls, telling the girls more about the Botox filling and facelift, all those stuff also. At least let them hear from the horse's mouth, the doctor himself. So he also asked who wants to, try it out. All the girls said, I don't need it. Iyabojo, that is almost 50, said, I don't need it. This other person said, I feel they are pretending. I don't know. Maybe I may be wrong, but the way they like this, most time, let me just say, most of the girls, they've had one or two plus cosmetic surgery. Yeah, I think Iyabo has had a tummy talk. Same with Laura. But that's why I could understand with Laura. She wasn't ready to fake it or pretend there. She was the only person who said she would want to get a Botox, and they were hailing her and watched her do her thing. That was just basically it. The other girls were faking, but we can see the fake boobs. Of course, somebody like Faith, I know that boobs is not natural. And she wasn't pretending either. If she was pretending, she won't host that party, yes, to promote her friend who is a surgeon, cosmetic surgeon. So that's just basically what happened in episode 3. Please continue to tune into this channel. I will continue to give you updates of the remaining episodes. If you love what you see, please, if you love this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Tell me the comment. Give me your own opinion. Tell me, please. Let the comments section be buzzing as well. See you next time.